What's going on YouTube? Ebri bringing you guys a video on NBA 2K17. Now before I get into all the details of this video, what I'm going to be showing you guys in the background is the ideal settings to get the My Career grind over with the fastest. So go to options, My Player Appearance, then you want to exit out and accept changes and return. Then when you go to settings, you'll see the option for game speed. I'm not sure exactly why you have to go through those steps to get the game speed, but it's the only way I know of. So 100 game speed, 12-minute quarters, rookie, and then now that we got that out of the way, we can get into the juicy part of this video. Alright, so this video is mainly directed towards the players that have the VC or the money to buy the VC to get to at least an 86 overall, because this is the fastest way to get to the park. If you're anything like me, you probably made a player that just does not suit your play style. I made the mistake of making a shot creator, and I bought the VC to get him to an 86 overall, only to find that this is not my play style. So do not make the same mistake I made. That's why I'm making this video for you guys. So with that said, the first step is to research your player build. Everything from the height to the archetype specific badges that player can earn. Alright, so now that you got that out of the way, let's fast forward past the high school, past the college, until you're into the NBA. The first thing that you want to do is grind your badges. Do not go to any practice. The only practice that you should even load into is the team practice, and even when you load into the team practice, just exit immediately. Grind the game so you can get your badges. You can go to the park with an 86 overall with badges and dominate. It's perfectly fine to look up tutorials on how to get your badges for your specific archetype. That's fine. Just make sure you get those badges. Once you get those badges, you can upgrade them to gold. You don't necessarily have to get them to Hall of Fame, but of course, Hall of Fame is incentive to keep playing My Career. Okay, so just I can't speak right now. Fuck it. Just as an example, the 6'3" sharpshooter that you guys are seeing right now, I got 3 of the 5 upgradable badges in about 4 games, just because I already had the knowledge of how to get the badges before I actually stepped onto the court. So as soon as I got on the court, I didn't hesitate, didn't waste any time. I knew exactly what I needed to do to get every single badge. So this is why I'm telling you guys to research your player builds, because knowing how to get the badges before you actually even make the player makes it that much easier, and it makes the process that much faster. Okay, so now let's say you got all of the badges that you need for your My Player. What you guys want to do now is you want to go to your settings, you want to turn your quarter length down to the minimum, which is 5 minutes. The reason for this is because now all you want to do is grind for your attributes. So you're still going to have to play the games to get to your practices. So 5-minute quarters, what that allows you to do is obviously make the game shorter. And by the time you get to the third quarter, if your team is up by 10 or down by 10, you are able to ask out and sim to the end with VC. Okay, after the completion of getting your badges, you are now an 86 overall with your upgradable badges and maybe a few other bronze badges here and there. You can go to the park and be extremely effective. Now, the next part of this video is just for the people who want to go and get their attribute upgrades to get their overall up. You don't have to. The 6'3" sharpshooter that you guys are watching right now that I have, he's an 88 overall. I have no interest in going back into My Career. He plays exactly the way I want him to play. He does exactly what I need him to do. I'm satisfied. I don't need to play My Career anymore. If you're not satisfied with your player after getting all your upgradable badges, I do recommend going in, playing practices, and getting those upgrades. So I'm going to tell you guys the best way to get your attribute upgrades through practice. Alright, so load up a practice. Once you get into the practice, there might be people in the gym already. There might be people who come in after you, and on rare occasions there might not be anybody at all that comes into the gym other than you. Point is, if there's people there and they ask you to do a drill, tell them no, you do not have to do those drills. Those drills take forever. It's not worth the time and the effort. Alright, what you want to do is just tell them no and run straight into the weight room where they have all the weights and the vertical jump. You're gonna do the vertical jump. The vertical jump, if you get gold twice, you fill the attribute meter all the way up, and you can leave the practice immediately. It takes literally less than a minute. It really takes less than a minute. And then you can leave, you can fill up the meter, and then you just rinse and repeat. Every time you go into the practice, tell them no, go into the room with the weights, do the vertical jump, leave. That's just my insight on how to get your player to the park the fastest way possible and be effective. For some of you, this is probably already common sense and you probably already know all of this stuff, but for other people, this might be new information and it could be very helpful. But anyway, leave a like on the video. I'm going to be bringing more gameplay as well as tutorials on 2K17. I've been playing this game for a while now. It's a lot different from 16. I do like it. I think they did a really good job with the archetypes and the different positions, the height, the weight, the arm length, all that stuff taking effect on your player. But anyways, I'm just rambling at this point. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.
Yeah.